Houston Festival.
International
Festival. One of the first groups that played there. Also, we played at various venues. Market Square was one of them. We played at the Golden Fleece.
I wouldn't go around saying that too loud.
That place became pretty famous.
The Golden Fleece, my God. I wouldn't go bragging about it. No, that was a well-known establishment back in, man, Market Square was full of people, and the Golden Fleece, my God, that brings back memories there.
Well, as a native Estonian, Ralph devoted many hours of playing to churches, like I said, and venues like that. But we played a lot of weddings, quinceañeras, birthday parties, anniversaries, and political events, like I mentioned. The Saints and Sinners helped publicize mononic values of the 70s and the 80s, such as a party on the square, like I was saying. The Pan American was another one that I'm not going to mention that much. But like I say again, remember the Stardust Ballroom?
Oh, absolutely. Neto Perez is playing.
Neto Perez was a very, very good friend of Ralph's, very good friend of Ralph's, and very good friend of the Saints and Sinners. And I guess I could go on and on, but maybe you might want to play a tune or two. But let me just say that in honor of my brother Ralph, I'd like to say that I love him and that they will continue to play in his honor, and the Saints and Sinners will continue to prosper because of all the good things that Ralph stood for, and continues to influence.
You know, there were so many of the guys that a few of them got to talk at the wake, and one of them was Bobby Ramos. And he brought up something, everybody laughed about it, and I need to get this point clear right here. Who won the arguments, you or Ralph? Because Bobby always said that you two guys always argued, and Bobby said, well, sometimes I didn't know that if they were in fact brothers.
That's so true, brother. Sometimes, disagreements and that type of thing, But we always found a medium.
Yeah.
Always found a medium. And if he thought I was right, he was man enough to, go ahead and go on with the idea. If not,
Ralph was man.
I know that's.
Well, either that or he finessed it to make you believe he said that.
He did fool me quite a while.
Well, I have a perfect song up here, man. El Regañado. It's one of Ralph's and the Saints and Sinners songs, and it's perfect for what we were just discussing. Oye nomás. That's it. This is Ernie G, and you are.
You're listening to Tejano Hits. Radio.com.
There you go.
Ya mis amigos todos se burlan de mí y me regañan porque no salgo a bailar. Si me invitan yo les digo que no puedo porque tengo que sacar a mi señora Liberty. En poco tiempo toda mi vida cambió y de la chamba a mi casa yo me voy. Aunque me digan que la fiesta está muy buena, si me invitan las chamacas siempre les digo que no. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Porque en tu casa la que manda es tu mujer. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Porque en tu casa la que manda es tu mujer. La otra noche mi patrón se le antojó, con dos chamacas nos salimos a pasear. Ellos bailaban y tomaban muy contentos y yo me pasé la noche solo mirando el reloj. Porque el siguiente no me dejaron dormir y por poquito hasta me corre mi mujer. Como castigo yo me la pasé barriendo, como premio mi señora no me daba de comer. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Porque en tu casa la que manda es tu mujer. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Porque en tu casa la que manda es tu mujer. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Es que te pegan en tu casa. Porque en tu casa la que manda es tu mujer. Es que te te pegan en tu casa, es que te pegan en tu casa, es que te pegan en tu casa, porque en tu casa la que manda es tu mujer.
Oye, Benito. Yo. Oh, man, that sounds good there, ¿verdad? Mr. Don Benito Juarez, he's not related to the Benito Juarez, the president, or are you? I don't know.
No, well, I don't really know, but it's the mystery is always there, and it's just something that I really don't want to learn if I am or not. The mystery's good.
Well, Mr. Don Benito Juarez, and this is another one. You know, I can truly say, Ralph, I don't have very many what I call personal friends. Ralph was a personal friend, and Don Benito Juarez is one of my best friends right here. He's not a very good tamale maker, but he's a hell of a cook, that's for sure. Benito, tell us the story of how you got to the Saints and Sinners.
Well, I was moved from Lubbock back in '79 by my company, and I was recruited by several bands to play, just do weekend gigs, and that was okay. However, one time I did get a phone call from I believe it was Oscar Diaz, told me that this band was looking for a singer, so I showed up. And at the time, it was prior to me getting, I was using a cane to get around because my hip was pretty messed up. So I show up at Ralph's house with a quart of beer and my cane, and Mike and Ralph were practicing.
I could just picture you with that cane.
Well, with a quart of beer on the other hand, too.
Yeah, no.
So anyway, Ralph looks at me and says, "Could I help you?" I said, "Yes, I'm here to audition for the singing job." And,
did he look you up and down like?
Yeah, he did that several times. Then he goes over and he meets with Mike. They huddle together, and then he comes over and says, "You know what? We're not looking for a singer."
Oh,
said,
no! Who said it?
Ralph.
Ralph.
Yeah. Then I guess about maybe 6-7 months later, I did have my operation, and I was recruited by Duke to play for a benefit for another musician, and I show up with my guitar, and guess who's playing bass? Good old Ralph. And
did you tell him? Can I show you how to play that bass?
No, I didn't say anything to him. We rehearsed the tunes, and he saw what I was playing. And after rehearsal, he comes over and says, "Man, I'd like for you to come rehearse with us." So I did. And that night, at the rehearsal, Mike and Ralph were singing, but they didn't have a third voice. Mm-hmm. So I contributed the third voice in some parts, and then some guitar parts that Mike did not play, because having two guitar players can sometimes be difficult. But most of the time what I would do is I would harmonize all his chords. So we never clashed in the music sense. So, but after rehearsal, Ralph asked me, "How would you like to join the band?" And I said,
"Oh, now he decides."
Yeah, well, and I asked him, I said, "Dude, don't you realize I'm the guy that you wouldn't even let me sing, And he said, "Oh, man, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
And I relayed that story to Vince also, at rehearsal. Yeah. Vince gets a big kick out of it. Yeah. Ralph discriminated against the handicapped?
Oh, yeah, but first we missed something at first. You used to play with, name the bands up in Lubbock.
I played with the Premiers.
Yeah, the Premiers.
Then the Band of Gold, and Santa Fe was the last band that I played.
Grupo Santa Fe.
Yeah. When I left Lubbock, Paul Arredondo had moved to Lubbock, and he had picked up the band. So I played with Ralph. With Paul, about 5-6 years. It was it was exciting for me. And coming to Houston was totally different.
And then something about the casinos. What was all?
Oh yeah. Well, when I got here, also I was playing with the casino. As a matter of fact, that's where I got to meet Hugo and Oscar Diaz, and then they told me about the arrangement with the Saints and Sinners and the audition.
Yeah.
And at the time, I